Okay, and so, hey YouTube, it's CodeTutors here, and today we are going to be doing another tutorial on Java. Well, at the moment, I realized I haven't done HTML in quite a while, and I'm not really qualified to actually teach it very much, so I'm trying to find someone who is good at HTML. If you are any good, then post kind of resume thing inside the comments. Sorry guys, today I've got a cold, so my voice sounds a bit weird, but I think I can still go on with the tutorial. Alright, so yeah, this is something else, so yeah, let's start on with the tutorial. Alright, so again, we're going to make a new class. This time we're going to call the class, just click on method stubs if you're in, Eclipse. Now we're going to name this. This is going to be a mega episode, so we're going to learn about a lot of stuff. So let's call this text-based game. Alright, so in this, alright, just remove that. You don't have to, but I just like to remove it. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to declare some variables and stuff outside of here. Alright, we're going to learn a few new things this lesson, so make sure you're paying attention. Alright, this time we're going to learn about scanners, which allows for the user to input things into the console. They can type stuff in. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to type inside caps scanner, so the first letter has to be capitalized, and then we're going to call this scanner instead lowercase, equals, so the scanner, which is called scanner, is equal to scanner, which equal to new, so that's declaring that's a new scanner, and then we're going to put brackets, and inside the brackets we're going to put system.in. Now what this is this basically means that it's going to ask us to import the scanner java.util, so let's import that. Now what this is, it's declaring a scanner called scanner equals a new scanner, so it's making a new scanner which takes input from, which scans from system.in, which is keyboard input, so I could type in apples or something. Yeah, so that's what that does. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're also going to learn about alright, so we're not going to learn anything else after that for a minute, so now what we're going to do is we're going to make another system out, so we're going to print to the console. You can type in whatever you want here, but I'm going to type in question mark, just to kind of make it so that it's not, so that they don't know who it is yet. Because this is going to be a short text-based game. Alright, so basically, what's going to happen is, hello and welcome to, I don't know, Derpland. Okay, so hello and welcome to Derpland. So again, alright, exclamation mark, you know what I mean, question mark, question, sorry, I've got a cold, so I'm kind of out of it today. So, hello and welcome to Depland, alright, Derpland. And now we're going to make a delay between these, because if we just ran this at the moment, then there'll be no sort of delay between these two. It would just say, hello and welcome to Derpland, so there's no sort of delay at the moment, so now, instead, we're going to do time unit dot seconds inside capital. So as you can see, it comes up with a suggestion there, and then we're going to do sleep. So this basically means it's going to time out for a second, and we're going to time it out for a second. Now it's going to ask us to import something. Actually, it's going to ask us to add a throws declaration or a surround with try and catch, but we're not going to have try and catch all over, trying methods and catching methods, which you'll learn about later, all over our text-based game, because it would make it incredibly long. So let's just add a simple throws interrupted exception. So that's just something you have to add in. I'm not sure exactly what it does, but you have to add it in for certain methods, like when you're sleeping and stuff, when you're making stuff sleep. Alright, so basically now what I'm going to do is now this is going to say, what is your name? So now after that, what we're going to do is we're going to again put another delay dot seconds. Remember to put the seconds in cap, and dot sleep, sleep, I don't know, sleep for 1 second. Now that's going to sleep for a second. Now what we're going to do is we're going to declare a variable called a string variable called name, and we're going to make it equal to. Now this is how you declare a variable equaling like the scanner, whatever the scanner is. So scanner dot next line. So this means that it's going to look for the next string of text that's inputted. If we did next string, then it wouldn't work. It would come up with it wouldn't work. Now it's just asking us to change it to static so that the values don't change. But as you can see, it says that next thing. So next string does not actually exist. So next line is what you would put. So now it's come up with a little warning. It says that it's never used, but it is going to be used. So what this does is it's going to wait in the console until we put in the next line of text. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make it wait for a second. Time unit dot seconds dot sleep. Let's make it sleep for another second. Alright. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do another piece of text. Then it's going to be like that. And now what we're going to do is we're going to do so your okay, let's just use a bit of grammar. So your name is, and then we're going to put plus so that it knows what to add on after that, and then it's going to put name. But inside Java, remember, it doesn't automatically put spaces. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a space in here, then we're going to put another plus, and then we're going to put like that, then we're going to put an exclamation mark there. Right, so as you can see, yeah, it's pretty simple so far. You know, stuff that you mainly know, just a few new things. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to put another thing. Alright, and then it's going to be let's call the guy John. John. My name is John, and I will be your guide. I will be your guide. Alright, so that's done. Let's go back, make some spaces. Alright then. Now, what we're going to do is you can put this before. So we're going to put name plus, and then we're going to put this, and then it's going to be like, what do I do next? So now when we run that, it'll put a name plus the colon, what do I do next? Alright, and now it's going to go again. John is going to say to us, you need to select a class. Now, when we're making the class thing, alright, I haven't actually put a delay between all of these, so I forgot to do that, but oh well, I'm out of it today, so yeah, let's just put a little 1 second delay between each of these. Alright, and then let's put some space between those, and then, okay, please select a class, and then it's gonna tell us the available classes for, alright, let's leave it for 2 actually, just to give them a little bit of time. Please select a class. Available classes for, and then we're going to put a space, and then we're going to put plus, name, plus, and then we're going to put another, and then we're going to put warrior, because we're going to make 3 classes, warrior, archer, and mage. Okay, so that's done. Now let's go into the next line. And let's say, alright, now we're going to declare a new class called, it's going to be a string, and it's going to be called class. If we did string class, then that declares a class. So we can't do class, so we're going to do class select. Now string class select is going to equal to the scanner's next line. So scanner.nextLine. Now what it's going to do is then we're going to put another thing, because that's, you just have to put that there just in case you want to do something with it. But for now we're not going to have to do anything with it, so let's leave that alone for now. We might learn about that inside another episode. Okay, now when we've done this, what we need to do next is then we're gonna put a little delay again. So we're gonna delay for how many seconds should we delay for? Let's make it sleep for 3 seconds. And then let's do another thing. What should we do? Alright, let's say alright, name plus has selected the plus class select. So that's gonna put on the class select class plus class. Alright, I forgot to put a space there. Alright, so there we go. And now that's going to say, in my case, it's a CodeTutors has selected the warrior class, because I would pick the warrior class. I don't know why, I just would. Alright, so yeah, pretty self-explanatory most of it, so you know, nothing major. Alright, next thing we need to do is then, after that, it's going to say that, and then now we're going to do an if statement. So we're going to make an if statement. So this is very important in Java, and that's why this lesson... Alright, what am I doing? Okay, don't know what happened there. Video messed up a little bit. Alright, so basically, after that, we're going to make an if statement. And if you've done basic programming, or if you do like computers, science, something, then you'll know what an if statement is. An if statement basically asks a question. Well, in this case, it's going to ask if class select. So it's going to ask what class select is. Class select is dot equals ignore case. Dot equals ignore case. So that'll come up. Equals ignore case basically means that it's the same as what you would do for equals equals, which means that it has to be equal to that. It can't be anything else. But equals ignore case means that it ignores the case of the letters. So now we're going to put in there warrior, because that's the first class. And now we're going to make a new brace brackets thing, and it's going, and in here we're going to make, oh yeah, I forgot, we have to declare some booleans as well. A boolean is basically a true or false statement. That's just what it is. Alright, boolean can wield sword equals false. So we're going to make all of these booleans false. Boolean can wield bow. So basically it's going to ask whether they can wield a bow or not. These don't do anything as of yet. They're not declared. They're not. They have been declared as false, but you know they don't actually do anything. They don't have a part in the program as of yet. Can wield staff. This might actually take a few episodes to go through, because this is going to be quite long since we're making a text-based game. Alright, yeah, so as you can see, we've got if class select is equal to a warrior, then what it's going to do is it's going to say, no, it's going to do, yeah, it's actually going to say something. Alright, sys out, alright, name plus has selected the warrior class. Okay, so now it's gonna change the boolean can wield sword equals true. So that's going to mean that now it can wield a sword. Now we're going to change can wield sword to static again. Let's change all of these to static, because we're gonna need to change them to static in the end. So yeah, static boolean can wield staff. Alright, can wield sword equals true. And now we're going to declare a new string before this delay. So class select equals, and now we're gonna declare a string called Jonathan Jonathan, what am I on about? John class equals null. So that means it's going to equal nothing, null, and it'll come up as a keyword. So string John class equals none. Null, sorry. Pardon. Alright, so after that, we're going to make John class. Alright, sorry, where was I? Oh yeah, John class is going to equal, so if we've selected the warrior class, then John class is going to be wizard. Let's put that in caps. Wizard. You're a wizard, Johnny. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to copy this, because I really can't be bothered to type it. Now we're going to change this to Archer. So if they picked Archer, then it's going to make can wield bow true. And now John is going to be a warrior. And now if they pick wizard, so wizard, then can wield staff will be true, and John will be an archer. Alright, so now let's go over the code. Alright, we've imported the two things that we need, the time units and scanner. We've declared the class, we've got a new scanner called scanner, we've got some booleans in here, we've got all this, we've got some time delays in here, we've got scanning for the next line input, and now after that, it's going to ask you to select a class, so that's going to wait there. And we've got a simple bit of, we've got a few if statements here. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to make each of these times, oh yeah, I forgot to change all of these. Alright, has selected the archer class and the wizard class. Alright, so each of these now, it's telling you a different thing. So, yeah. Alright, next what we're going to do is we are going to change this, from, let's go, let's say we're going to make another delay in seconds, and we're going to make it, sleep for 1 second. Then we're going to make it say, John. Okay. You picked... Wait, let's just say nice choice. But personally, same thing. Personally, I picked the plus John class. Right then, let's put a space in between these. And now this is looking pretty good so far. Alright, next what we're gonna do is after that, let's say after that, let's wait for about 5 seconds for something to happen. No, wait, not 5, because that would be boring. Alright, 3 seconds. Alright then, sys out a skeleton has attacked. Because this is the introduction, so yeah. A skeleton has attacked. A skeleton... A skeleton? No, a skeleton... A skeleton marauder has attacked. Alright, so, now what we're gonna do is, now it's gonna say that a skeleton marauder has attacked. Alright, so since the skeleton marauder has attacked, we're going to let it wait for a second. We'll make it wait for a second, start sleep. We're gonna make it sleep for a second, and then we're gonna get the system to print out all the details. Name is skeleton marauder. Then next we're going to go alright, next then after that, name level, and the level is going to be equal. Level is going to be plus. Before this, actually, we're going to after that we're going to initialize some variables. So we're going to make an integer called level, and it's going to equal weapon damage times 2. Alright, and now we need to actually make an integer called weapon damage. Weapon damage equal weapon damage. Alright, so for now, that's going to equal 1. Okay, level plus, level. Alright, so, this is going to be really simple. We're not actually going to finish this game. You guys can finish it off using your knowledge that you've learned this lesson. But, you know, it's going to take up too much time. I mean, the video's already like 20 minutes long, so yeah, we've taken a lot of time on this video. Alright, level is level. So that's going to be 2. So the level of this monster is going to be 2. Alright, next, let's go into... Oh, by the way, you know, when I'm doing sysout, I press Control and space to get that kind of effect thing, where it just pops up with system.out.println. Alright, that, by the way, this is an L, not an I, just in case you guys have typed it in and wondered what the mistake was. Alright, so name, level, what else could we possibly do? Name, level, we could do, gold gained. Yeah, because obviously they're going to want some sort of bounty or reward from killing this thing, so yeah. Gold gained plus gold gain. Alright, so now we're going to initialize another variable called gold gain. Right, int gold gain equals health divided by 6. Alright, so int health equals player level. Alright, so we're just going on to a string of loads of different integers at the moment. So now we're going to have to make an int called player level, which is going to be equal to 1. Alright, so now, so int health equals player level time plus 97. Player level plus, yeah, let's make that player level 3 actually. Yeah. Times 2. Yeah, so it's gonna be 200 health. So he's gonna have 200 health. Alright, gold gained equals, so health is going to be like, so you're going to get like, yeah, a little bit of gold, you're going to get some kind of, yeah, gold gained. Alright, yeah, so now what we're going to do is we're going to make it delay again, seconds dot sleep, and we're going to make it sleep for a second. Yeah, so we're gonna make it sleep for a second, then we're gonna make it pop up with a, oh wait, I forgot to put the semicolon. Oh my god, what kind of mistake was that? That was like a super noob mistake, so yeah. Alright, system.out.println, menu, right, so it's gonna print out a menu. It's gonna wait for 2 seconds actually before it prints out the menu. So now it's going to be, we're also going to learn about switch statements, which is like a type of if statement. It's a little more complicated, but it helps instead of writing like a ton of if statements. Alright, so basically now what it's going to do is it's going to come up with options Alright, let's actually put a space between these. Sys out. And then it's just going to make a space, an empty space. Alright, and options. Attack. Defend. Attack and defend. That's all it's going to do for now. Alright, so, now, sys out. And now it's going to wait for a second before it does this, actually. Yeah, alright, sys. No, wait, time. What am I on about? Oh, I'm seriously just out of it today. Alright, sleep. And it's gonna sleep for a second, and then it's like, what would you like to do? What? Oh god, I forgot the speech marks. What would? Please type what you want to do. Right, and then it's going to come up with a little menu that's going to ask you blah blah blah. Alright, yeah. Alright, okay, alright, so, where was I? Yeah, it's on the menu bit. Sorry, I had to do something. You know, I've got a lot to do, and this video has been lasting for a while, so yeah, basically what we're going to do now is we're going to create a new string called options. Now, string options is going to be equal to null as of now, but I'm going to write a little note in here that's going to say lowercase only, because I really can't be bothered to do anything else because we're going to be using the switch statement. So basically, now what we're going to do is we're going to not null. String options is going to be equal to scanner.nextLine. So you guys know what this does by now, I hope. You know, it basically waits till the next string is inputted into the console window. So basically, after that, now it is going to wait for that, and now we're going to create a switch. Now, switch, as you can see, highlights, and now all we need to do is put in options in here. And then we make some brace brackets for ourselves, and now, as you can see, we've got a switch statement. Now, what we put in here is we put cases. So, as you can see, cases come as a keyword, and now we're going to put case, and then we're going to put attack. Alright, case, attack, and instead of putting a semicolon, we put a colon. And now what we're going to do is we're going to put a what are we going to put again? Oh yeah, case attack. So case attack is basically it's going to do wait, I just realized something. We missed that a little bit, but I'll add that in later because we're still doing the switch statement. So switch statements basically mean that now we're going to put the case. So the switch statement basically means that you can have like an if statement, but instead of using if, we're going to use cases. So we're going to ask if basically, and then there's going to be a case of attack. So it's like an alternative to an if statement basically. So pretty simple. All right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to, so if it is, then we're going to do weapon damage. Alright, let's see what integers we got. Integer weapon damage plus integer level. No, health equals health plus equals, which is an integer, minus equals, which is an increment operator, which basically means that instead of doing health equals health minus, it's basically the same thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to do health minus equals. Oh, equals minus. Yeah, let's do equals minus instead. Yeah. Health equals minus. You know what? Let's put a semicolon right there. What's the error there? Oh god, I forgot. Oh yeah, it is minus equals. Right. Sorry. Minus equals, and now it's asking for an expression after that. So after that, we're going to put health minus equals, weapon damage plus level. health equals health minus weapon damage plus level. Let's put these in brackets. Just, you know, put them in brackets so that it does health is equal to health minus, you know what, let's do minus equals minus, yeah, because that would make more sense, you know. It just makes it doesn't really matter, it's just the order that they work in, kind of. So health equals health minus weapon damage plus level. Yeah, so alright, so the health of this guy is going to be, oh wait, I forgot to make a player health integer. Yeah, int player, no, let's make it a double actually, because then it can be in decimal numbers. Double player health equals 100. Okay. So actually, yeah. Player level plus 100. So player health is equal to player level plus 100. And one last thing is going to be int level. So after that we're going to do int, let's make a space between them, just, you know. Alright, int monster damage. You can get some play around with this. Equals equals monst equals level plus level. Yeah, let's say that they damage is level, so they're going to deal damage equal to level. Yeah, you should know, because we haven't done randoms yet, and I'm not gonna save that for this episode. I'm gonna save that for another episode, because this episode's already long enough without me having to explain randoms in it. Alright, so health equals minus, and then we're gonna get it to print out. Health plus health plus health. Yeah. Oh yeah. Have we made a player health thing? Yes, we have actually. Actually, that's not 100. It's 97. It's meant to be. Yeah, 97 plus 97. All right. So now after that, what we're going to do is, yeah, and then to end the statement, to end the case, we're going to put break, and then that'll highlight as well. Now we're going to put this again, but in the case of defend. Right then. Case, and then as you can see, there's duplicate error, so we're going to put that defend case defend. So now health equals minus weapon damage. Health equals minus, and then we're going to take away these two. Actually, we should need this. Alright then, health equals minus divided by 2. Alright then. Alright then. Yeah, actually, let's put that outside of the brackets. Level 2 divided by 2. If you need to know basic maths to be able to do programming, yeah. So, basically now, we're going to put another bit that's just going to say that player has attacked. Name plus has attacked. Alright, you guys can, play around with this and stuff. I don't really mind. It'll help you guys learn, so yeah. I would recommend playing around with it, actually. Name plus has executed a defensive attack. Alright, so now it's then going to, yeah. And then finally, our last case that you need to put in is case default. You don't need to put anything, it's just case default, and as you can see, default also comes up as a keyword. And let's put a break there just to make sure. It's coming up with an error. Default, why is it coming up with an error? It's meant to not come up with an, it's not meant to come up with an error. Case default. Wait. Yeah, that's meant to be working. I honestly don't know why it's not working. Alright, now what we're gonna do is we're going to basically go back. Wait, what are we gonna do? So we've got a case attack, case defend, and case default. So sys out name plus cannot do that. Alright, so yeah. Case default. Case default. That's meant to work. I honestly don't know why it's not working. It's meant to be working. I honestly don't know this time. This is weird. Yeah, I'm gonna go check this. Give me a second. Oh yeah, I just remembered. You don't need to put case in front of default. You just put default in itself. Name cannot do that. And then we're gonna put break, and you can link breaks to other things. So we're going to break it back to you know what? Let's break it back to options. No, that doesn't make any sense. You gotta make a You gotta make a statement, don't you? Yeah. So in front of this, let's make a statement called menu. Break menu. Break menu. Label menu is missing. Oh well. Oh well. You know what? Let's leave it. You know, I really can't bother to fix that with all the labels. You guys can put that in yourself when you learn some more Java. But for now, name cannot do that. Try again. And then it's gonna ask again if you know what? Actually, I think no. Then that would extend the tutorial for even longer, and it's already like more than half an hour long. Alright, so next we're going to do another statement. What should we put as a statement though? If health does not equal 0, exclamation mark equals means does not equal, so just for you guys who don't know that. If I haven't mentioned it in another tutorial either, I think I might have, but I'm not sure. So does not equal, this is an OR statement does not equal, you know what, let's say if it does not equal or, so that's this double line thing, that means or. This means or in Java, yeah, or it would rather eat 0. So whether that, I just say eat, even though it's not meant to be, or if it is equal, or if it is, what's wrong there? Or if it equals, or if it if it is less than 0. Oh god, alright, you know what, let's leave it as if it does not equal 0. Alright, let's leave it as if it does not equal 0. Alright, if it does not equal 0. Alright, so if it does not equal 0, then we're going to go to, yeah, let's just put it in, go to menu. Go to menu. And it's gonna give us the error, byte expected. Alright, so let's go up here and let's make something. Let's make a label called menu. You know what? Let's leave that out because I really can't be bothered to work all this stuff out. There's a lot to do with that, and I really think that we should leave that for another tutorial. So if health is not equal to 0, then if health is you know what, let's change that into, yeah, let's change that into that. Then so if health, then let's actually go like that. Yeah, sys out, and then we'll copy this menu code out there. Actually, yeah, let's just copy the menu code from this bit into yeah, alright, let's change this string options into string options 2. Alright, string options redo, because they're gonna need to. Alright, so string options redo. Alright, and let's change this switch. Let's copy this switch. Alright, let's copy all of this switch statement into here again. Case defend, or switch options redo. So this is all inside the if statement. So this is quite complex, even though it's your third tutorial. It has been 40 minutes long. I hope you guys have learned something. Yeah, so this is actually working pretty well. It's done some pretty cool stuff. Alright, then after that, you know what, we're not even going to use the play health. You guys can implement that into your own thing. That'll help you guys learn, and it'll save me some, like, precious space, because it's starting to take up quite a bit of space. Alright, so next, after that, we are going to do, what else could we do? Alright, yeah, let's make a time unit delay, unit dot seconds dot sleep 1, and put a little there, and then we're gonna go, sys out, John, that was amazing. Alright then, and then else, let's make an else if statement. Actually, yeah, we might as well. This tutorial, let's extend it for a few more minutes, just so I can teach you guys the else if statement. So else if means that, so after it's asked the if statement, then it'll ask another question. So else if, so it's asking for another condition, and then it'll execute the command. It'll execute whatever's in the next set of brackets. Else if health does health health. You know what? Let's actually finish it off with an else statement. Health. It would rather health is equals to 0. Equals to 0. Then we'll put let's actually go for a space there. Let's put another bracket there, and there we go. Right, so there we go. John, that was amazing. Alright, what have I done wrong here? Health, else, yeah, else, John, that was amazing. Alright, and then we'll make a time unit dot seconds dot sleep 1. Alright, we'll make a sleep for a second, and we'll say the end. Alright, then I'll put a little bit of credits just because I spent a lot of time on this. Seconds dot sleep 1. Actually, let's sleep it for 3 seconds. Let's forgot the semicolon. Alright, and then finally we can do sysout created by then actually string your name here equals I'm gonna put it as CodeTutors because CodeTutors as CodeTutors, so your name here created by plus your name here plus 1. Wait, there we go. Created by blah blah blah. Alright, so now let's go through a code review to review this code and see what it does. This is probably the longest piece of code you've done so far. So yeah, we've imported the two things. We've only needed to import two things. Import the Java scanner and import the time units. Then we've declared the class. We've made a new scanner that gets input from the keyboard. Then we've made some booleans, can, wield, sword. We didn't actually get to use these, but you guys can use these. Alright, can, wield, staff. Remember, you guys can edit this, you can make sharp, you can do all sorts with this text-based game. Make it your own, I don't really care. I haven't copyrighted this. This is your code if you type it up. I'm not going to put the source code. You guys are going to have to type this up, so it's technically your code. Alright, I'm not going to put the source code down, otherwise you guys will probably just copy it and not learn anything. So, yeah. Alright, let's go through this. Alright then, so each time it types something, it's going to make a second delay. So it's going to delay for a second, then it's going to say some stuff. Then the next thing that we need to do is, then the next important bit is when it goes, the string name equals scanner.nextLine, which taught us about how to wait until we get the next input and declare that the input equals what was typed in. Yeah, so after that, then it's gone, so your name is, and we've learned about plussing inside. We've learned about how to add extra bits into the thing. We've learned that, you know, you have to put a space because Java doesn't automatically do that, even though I've already went over that before. Right then, what do I do next? Then we did some more delays, and then we went on to the next thing. Then we learned how to do if statements, which was very useful. Right. Since we got the if statements right, then we did that. Then we did this short menu, and we declared a load of variables. Did some basic maths with them. All right. Then what we did was we learned about switch statements, which is a kind of alternative to if statements. Then we did another switch statement inside the if statement, and we learned about some more stuff. We learned about increment operators up here, which is basically a shorter way of doing health equals health minus. It means the same thing. We don't have to, because we can just do equals minus. Then we put a switch statement inside the if statement, which is a bit more complex, and we did a redo thing, and then we made some more things, and finally we finished off the program with a good 222, which is actually 111 because we did a space between each line of code, so it's actually 111-ish lines of code, I think. Yeah, about 111 lines of code in this, about 100 lines of code. So that's probably the longest piece of code you've ever done. So yeah, it's pretty easily readable, and let's see what it does. Alright, so now what's happened is this is when I was when I did the default thing, which is wrong. So now let's run the program. Alright, you remember how the run thing works. Alright, let's just show you the menu again. Alright, we're gonna click OK. Now what it's gonna do is hello and welcome to Derpland. What is your name? And now we're gonna type in our name. Alright, now what it's gonna do is yeah, I've just skipped a little bit of this. Alright, so your name is Omar. My name is John, and I will be guide. What do I do next? John, you need to select a class. Please select a class. Available classes for me and warrior. Let's just put warrior because I feel like it. Warrior. Alright then. I had selected the warrior class. Ooh, I done that twice. Whoopsie. A nice choice, but I picked the wizard class. Skeleton mortars attacked. Blah 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 blah. Gold gained 32. Menu options attack. Attack. Health of -3. That was amazing. The end. Yeah, we made a little bit of errors, so I'm hoping you guys can fix them, because, you know, the tutorial's already like 50 minutes long, so, yeah, I will be going over all of these different kind of methods individually inside other episodes, but, you know, I hope you guys actually learned something. Well, that's about all for now, and peace, YouTube. I almost forgot. Boom.